So, this is just a couple of points to help learn the Hungarian Rhapsody by David Popper. David Popper was a very accomplished cellist in his time, wrote many works for the cello. A lot of them are very technically challenging, focus on a lot of chromatic type stuff and a lot of double stops. But he was a very accomplished cellist, very sound technically, and his compositions reflect that. Today we're looking at the Hungarian Rhapsody, Opus 68. This piece is very fun, has many different characters throughout. Each section there are 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 sections, right, that have like unique characters in each one. So one of the great things about this piece is it will help students to explore the idea of expressing themselves in different ways and expressing different characters, different moods, different colors, and there's a lot of space for that. One of the main things that allows for that, especially in these first couple sections that are a little bit slower, is rubato, right? The ability to kind of push and pull and feel where the music wants a little bit more time or wants to kind of ease into the tension that we create. And a great way for students to do that is just to find, like, listening and mimicking is a great way, but I think easing into changes in a tonal center or a mode. For example, here. Right? It might not be the exact rhythm that we want, but it gives you that liberty to kind of push and pull, as well as many of the ad-lib kind of cadenza type sections. So that's one thing that I think is really great about this piece. Another one is just the exposure to a sauté bowing, right? When we're doing sauté, we want, it's almost like a ricochet, right? It's better to think of it as something on the string, right? That because of the stroke you're doing ends up bouncing, right? Rather than thinking about it as something off the string. And a great way to start this is just something called rock and roll, or teeter-totters, or seesaws, whatever you want to call them. But all you're going to do is you're just going to rock back and forth just a little bit. And then while you're doing that rocking, you're going to basically add a détaché bowing, right? So détaché is really in the string. And if I just add that teeter-totter as I'm doing the détaché, I can get that sauté bowing. So right? And it's something that obviously you have to develop, but I think that those two ideas, combining those two, is a really good way to start to kind of develop that bowing, right? So kind of thinking of it as the seesaw motion combined with kind of a détaché. And that gives us a nice sauté. The last component that I think is going to be really crucial for students is just getting comfortable with double stops with chords, right? We have some scalar thirds that happen. We have some chords that build on each other, right? In this section here, let's see, this. So getting comfortable moving around that, and then there are some octaves at the end. Right, that just go up in a scale, D major scale. Okay. Good things to practice to get comfortable with that is a really balanced thumb position, as well as just making sure that 6/3 octaves, all those kind of things are involved just in weekly technique stuff. In order to kind of help preview. Obviously, that's going to be dependent on where the student is and how familiar they are with those things. But yeah, I think those are a couple of the key points that I would look at in prepping for Hungarian Rhapsody.